Good morning, everyone. For this last time for Inktober, guys, we made it. That's that's amazing. I see your comments in the chat, and yeah, it's it's a pity. It's the same for me. I will miss you all. It was a month of fun, of sketching together, and I'm a little bit nervous today. I don't know why. I was a little bit nervous on the first day. I was a little bit nervous on the day that I had no internet. And also today on this last day. And probably it's because, I don't know, I think it's something very special what we did here. Drawing the whole month with a group, it's really amazing. And yeah, so thank you, Bianca. Thank you. I'm so glad to see so many of you in the chat. I see all the familiar names and people who followed me this whole month, and it's so amazing. Yeah, so for people who are watching this for the first time, I will introduce myself briefly. I'm Julia Henze, an artist, urban sketcher, art teacher, and your guide on this Inktober challenge, which is now over. I'm also the founder of Brave Brushes Studio, a supportive community where amateur artists like you develop their sketching skills, learn how to paint and to draw, and especially how to have fun while creating art. We have classes on watercolor, gouache, markers, ink, people sketching, urban sketching, proportions, perspective on this stuff that help you become a better sketcher. And next month, it's already on Friday, we will have the first lessons on colored pencils. The whole next month, we will draw with colored pencils. I have already created a few tutorials that I am really excited about. And thank you, Gerda. Uh, yeah, so let me finish this first, and then I will talk to you a little bit more. So today is the last day that we have 15% off the monthly subscription and 10% of the 3-month subscription. The links are in the description, or the links also the discount codes. You can find them in the description. So if you want to improve your sketching, drawing, painting skills, go to bravebrushes.com and become a member of our wonderful community. And also, you don't have to miss me because there are over 200 tutorials already, 200 videos in Brave Brushes Studio. So you can enjoy whatever you want, weekly videos, daily videos, whatever time you have to spend to sketching. It's all in Brave Brushes Studio. There are so many wonderful tutorials that I made actually. So, but I'm very honest about that because I think the tutorials are really helpful to create. To help you to become a better sketcher, to develop your own style and all this stuff. So yeah, I'm very serious about what I'm making. So it's a good place to be, I think. Uh, yeah. Now today, back to adventures, back to our weekly tutorials, monthly courses in Brave Brush Studio. So good to hear it, guys. And yeah, so today we have this pumpkin scene. I'm very excited about that. As you can see, I'm the same color as the pumpkins, or pretty much the same. It's a little bit more red than orange. But I thought it would be it would be nice to look like almost like a pumpkin today. Um, okay, so yeah, before we start, I want to say really many thanks to everyone who did a donation last few days. It makes me so glad. I mean, I spent a month with you, and I really did it with a lot of love and with a lot of passion. But your support makes me feel even more inspired to keep doing the stuff that I do on my YouTube channel. So if you haven't done a donation yet, please consider making it via Buy Me a Coffee or the other link in the description below. It helps me to create more useful stuff for you. And from yeah, today is the last day, of course, of the Inktober challenge. But from Sunday, I'll be doing other tutorials, maybe reviews on materials, and other things that I will come up with. And also, I'm going to do. Of course, someone asked that if I was going to do the flip through of my sketchbook. Of course, I will do it a little bit later, not at the beginning of the next month, but probably more at the end, and maybe even as a live stream. I think it will be a live stream, so you will be able to ask questions about anything you want, about the materials, about the techniques, and all this stuff. And maybe we will also do um, a small sketch. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, so let's start. Enough talking. Let's start sketching. It will be a little bit longer live stream today. Yes. Okay, so yeah, today, why I think it could be a longer, it might be a longer a live stream today, because I will draw it on a double page, so in on the spread. You can do whatever you want, of course. It's always up to you what you want to choose for your sketch. But because it's horizontal reference, I think it would make sense to do it like this. I've put watercolor paper, it's cotton paper, on my page. And as you can see, I found finally at the at the very last day of the Inktober challenge, I finally found my Ecoline marker. So I will also add them to make the process a little bit quicker, because otherwise ink dries quite long, and it will be a very long live stream then. So I will use a few colors to color my sketch. So Brave Brushes, who are already for a while in Brave Brush and in the Brave Brushes studio, please make me proud today. You know how to draw vehicles. We have a whole month. We did the whole month of sketching vehicles in July, and the people who are new to Brave Brushes, go back to this tutorial later, and or tutorial, the whole course, it's the whole adventure. And you can also find there a lot of tips, and you will learn everything about sketching vehicles, any kind. Yeah, let's start somewhere. I don't care that much um, about the composition. I just start somewhere. I think we no pressure, brave warriors. No, not that much. So for when you draw very often, you don't need to look that much anymore at the right. Um, what can I say? Oh, you don't. It becomes easier for you to define the composition while you are already drawing. So some things just start to get easier just because you are used to them, just because you did it so many times, and they you don't have to think that much about them. I draw this truck first. Let me see. I think here will be the second lamp. And I add just a few details for now, and later I can add more of them. And yeah, drawing with the ink right away is, of course, very, very exciting, even for me. I mean, also because, I mean, for you, if you make a mistake, you can say, oh, I don't want to show it to anyone, but I'm here to show you how to draw. And it's a little bit kind of exciting every time. It's for me also a little bit of pressure and not always easy to do. But we will manage. So let me see here. We have this wooden part. And I think something like this will be great. I don't know if the proportions are right. It doesn't really matter. It's now all about creating a nice picture that is recognizable, that when you look at this picture you know, oh, this is from that reference. That's the most important thing. And of course, if you want to develop your skill further and work on the right proportions, then you just need to focus on that for for developing your skill. Let me see. I think I drew this part a little bit too high, but there is a part between this. Yes, should be, of course, on the same level. So we can check if they are right, in the composition, if the in the picture, they should be on the same level. Okay, so let me see, and this, here we have the other view, and I want to keep it like this for the truck for a moment, maybe add this mirror here, but for the rest I stop adding details here. Let's draw some pumpkins, just for the contour a little bit. And by the way, I think I want to draw my favorite frame here, because otherwise it's to create kind of boundaries for myself where my picture will end. I don't know, I think for me it's easier to draw inside a frame. I think it's actually easier for everyone, and the picture looks better, more complete, I think. Okay, so now I want to paint a little bit. Actually, I will paint. I still can't find my good brushes, so I will use whatever I can. That's really weird. So I would like to use the thicker brushes, but I can't find them. And I just create a suggestion of all these pumpkins. So please don't draw them all. That's not necessary to create a good sketch. You just create a suggestion of this. All these pumpkins here. No need to draw them all. Absolutely not. Maybe some darker color. Let me see, I have here my favorite deep red color for adding shadows. And I think that's all. I also have this Ecoline marker, so I will add more color later. Now I can get rid of my... If you don't have Ecoline markers, you can also do this with your colored inks, or maybe you just draw with one color, and that's also a great idea, of course. Maybe add just a few. It's almost completely dried out, so I can't draw that much with this marker. But I think it's quite nice effect actually. When your markers are dry, then you can add some textures to your sketches, and I think that's also really cool to do. So you can see that it's really like, I don't know, it looks very fun, I think. Okay, so let's color the truck, the blue part of the truck. Let me see if this is a good color. Yeah, I think that's a good color. Of course, I also had this turquoise color, the turquoise ink, and I also could could use it for my sketch, but I think this will be a little bit quicker, maybe. And since I found them, I also want to use them. Actually, that's so funny when you have too many materials. Sometimes you just can't find them. And honestly, I also forgot that I had them. So this also, it can also happen when you like to use a lot of different materials. Okay, so before I get carried away with all this details, I actually want to add more. Let me see, I have this dark color. I want to add more shadows to my truck, and I will do it with here, for example. Also here we have a very dark part. I see here something looks like a wheel. I think it is. I'm not sure if it's in the right place here, but we can create this suggestion here. Also dark part, and actually the whole here everywhere it's darker. Something like this, I think. Let's add some textures to the wheels here. And also here we have some darker spots. And for these parts, these shadows are less prominent, so we can add just some color to them. On the glass, and it starts to look already like this picture. Okay, let's add some greenery in the background. You can also focus only on the truck, but I think we have this quite interesting picture here, so why not to draw the background as well, creating a sense of depth. And here we have something in the background, also a suggestion of it. And let me see. I think I will add some darkness here. Just it feels right to add some color there. Maybe something like this, and also some, I don't know, some hatching like this. And this is just to create more interest in the picture. Oh, it's wet here. The colors are not dried yet. And yeah, just a few more. And then I also want to add some, I don't know, maybe some textures, some more details to the background. Not too many, because if you add too many details, your background will come closer to the foreground visually, and then you will have this again a flat picture. And we try to create a difference between the background and the foreground. And here we can again add just a few details, a suggestion. And I think that's actually enough for the background, more than enough already. I think it would be better if I define it a little bit better. Okay, but now it's still a little bit too abstract picture, no focus, so I add more lines to define all my important parts. And maybe add more darker spots here and there. Here some color. And I also want to put a little bit more focus on these pumpkins in the foreground, because this is what it's all about, pumpkins here actually. So the truck is not that important. The greenery in the background is not important. What is important is are the pumpkins. Let me make this part a little bit more defined. And here we have these pumpkins in the background. And I think maybe it would make sense to add some lines with my dip pen with a darker color. Also, the pumpkins that are in the foreground are bigger, and they also have some texture. So I can draw them more, draw out the shape a little bit better. even add textures to them. So, but still, I only create a suggestion of pumpkins. It's not that I would draw every single pumpkin here. It's only, as you can see, half pumpkins. I make some of them much bigger than they are in reality, just because otherwise there are, again, it's all about creating a suggestion, and then it's not necessary to keep the proportions right, or to keep the sizes right. It's not about that actually. And here maybe something like this, just tails. I don't like my truck that much actually, so I will try to make it a little bit better. Let me think, how can I do this? Because I don't like this part especially, and it's already quite dark. Let me think. Maybe I have. No, I don't have a white marker here. But maybe I have some. Let me see. I have chalk marker. I don't know. Still, we are practicing even on the last day. It can happen that it's not exactly what you expected. I want to refine my sketch a little bit, maybe add some more textures, or some more hatching maybe here, I don't know. Maybe E. coli markers are not exactly my favorite sketching material, I don't know. Or maybe I will look at this picture tomorrow and think, oh, that actually look quite good. Let me think. How can we add more interest here? Here it's very dark. It's very dark. And I don't think that I can now make it much better. Sometimes a mistake is a mistake. Let me see. How can what can I do here? You know, I think maybe I just need to make all this greenery in the background darker. I can't ruin anything here because I already think that some parts are not as didn't turn out as I expected. So now I can just enjoy experimenting and having fun and seeing if I can make it better or maybe not. Maybe I add this tree in the background for a suggestion of it again. And the house. And I don't know, here maybe something. Yeah, that's I don't know. I don't know how to make it better now, honestly. Um, and so I think it's okay. It looks like the picture in the reference. And how are you guys? How are your sketches? How did they turn out? Let me know in the comments how how are you doing? Maybe you have created a very beautiful sketch. But I think the most important thing here is that the vehicle looks like a vehicle. Not not started yet. Okay, then you know that maybe it's not a very good idea to add that many working really hard, that many. However, I think that's actually there is nothing wrong with this sketch. I just think that the marker that I used here was a little bit too thick for this truck, so I added a too thick, maybe too expressive shadows here. It's not bad. That's good. That's good. Just watching I'm behind with my drawings. Okay, that's also great. So yeah, let me turn my camera around. So I can. So you can see my face again. Yeah. So this live stream is longer than the previous ones. Okay, so guys, I hope you enjoyed this session. I will probably need some time to get used to my sketch as usual. It's quite expressive, and thank you, Marika. Thank you. It's quite expressive. It's also maybe I will add a few or white lines to the sketch to refine it a little bit more. So sometimes it needs some tweaks to start to look better, or maybe it's just okay. Oh, thank you so much for all your comments. What an exception. Since it goes very hard, very quickly now. What an exceptional journey we made together. Thank you, Agnes. So good to hear. Yeah, I agree. It was really special also for me. It was not always easy to get up and set up everything. It's not. It's for you. It's like sitting in front of your maybe computer or a notebook. For me, it's also a preparation work before we can start. So it was quite challenging for me, but I'm very happy that I did it. It was absolutely worth it. Seeing your faces ever or not your 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 names every single day, and I know some of you personally, and it's so good to see you here joining us. You will miss next days. Yeah, yeah. Everyone who is afraid of missing me and sketching with me can become a brave brushers, a brave brusher, and we have so many beautiful, very really good, and I said myself, but still they are really good, very good tutorials that can help you to learn and also a great community, by the way. A lot of people that I see now here in the chat are also in the community, people who said good morning every single day. A lot of you are in the community or were in the community. Also, we still miss you. And if you want to come back, you are always welcome. And yeah, I'm very happy to hear that a lot of you learned a lot from me, and I hope you still you will keep practicing. You will keep learning from me or from any other teachers you can find, follow, or whatever. Thank you. Yeah, thank you to you all. The last thing that I want to say is a very important thing. Don't forget to reward yourself for this month of sketching, even if you didn't or haven't done all the sketches. You can still watch the videos back, and you can finish um, this challenge. But please. Reward yourself for tonight. Tonight, reward yourself. Get a drink, or just I don't know, buy a set of new pencils, whatever you want, whatever your best reward is. And of course, I want also to ask you again, if you want to support me. Please consider a small donation. It will help me to create more nice, useful stuff for you on this channel. Don't forget to like this video. It's still important. Also, don't forget to use the hashtag Julia Henze _ Inktober. Keep sketching, keep practicing, and have a nice day. And yeah, I will see you all wherever we will meet. Hopefully in Brave Brushes Studio. Bye bye, guys.